Hola, I'm John. I've been to 28 all-inclusive resorts and I want to share the 15 most common mistakes many people make. By learning from them, you can ensure a smoother and more enjoyable experience during your next stay at an all-inclusive resort. Number 1. Packing too light. We've all said I'll buy it when I get there while packing. This mindset can prove expensive when choosing what to pack, and most importantly, what not to pack for an all-inclusive vacation. Hotel stores take advantage of their lack of competition by charging high prices for everyday items. If you choose to pack light and leave essentials like sunscreen, hats, bug spray, and Pepto-Bismol to buy at the hotel store, be prepared to pay a premium. However, you can avoid the stress and inconvenience of overpaying at the hotel by packing these items from home. Even if you plan to leave the resort to buy the items you left behind at a local store, you'll need to pay a taxi with a high tourist fare added to your tab. Number 2. Not pre-booking transportation to your hotel. We recommend arriving at your destination with a pre-booked transfer to your resort to avoid language barriers and fall prey to high fares. Some airports have well-screened transportation providers, while bad actors can slip through the cracks in others. You will also avoid potential conflicts between union airport drivers and drivers from transportation apps such as Uber, which can get ugly. Find a well-reviewed provider online and book your transportation before your trip. Number 3. Going to the resort's doctor's office. If something merits going to the doctor's office, by all means go. However, if it's something you can solve yourself, it's best to do so, as these visits can be costly. Don't think of the hotel's clinic as a peace of mind service for guests, but as another revenue stream for the hotel, which they take full advantage of. Plan for common ailments and accidents like headaches, tummy problems, sunburns, cuts, and blisters. Depending on your party's needs, pack a first aid kit to be prepared for any occasion. A simple visit to the doctor's office can cost you hundreds of dollars for something you could have easily solved with a simple first aid kit. Number 4. Not restating your sleeping arrangements preference at check-in. When checking in, reiterate to the front desk staff what type of bed you booked. More often than we'd liked, we've been assigned a room with a different bed arrangement than what we booked. At that point, our only option was to return to the front desk and ask for a room change. This entails waiting in line again, explaining the situation, and risking that our preferred room type will no longer be available. Confirming your bed preference during check-in can ensure a smooth start to your stay. Number 5. Removing your bracelet. Most all-inclusive resorts will place a bracelet on your wrist at check-in. This bracelet identifies you as a resort guest and indicates whether any VIP perks apply to you during your stay. Make sure to have them placed on the hand of your choice and not too tight, as you'll have to wear it the entire time you're there. Some might be scratchy and bother you while sleeping, while others might have a long string that gets in the way while eating, but don't take it off. If you lose your bracelet, you could pay a fee as high as half the price of the remaining nights of your stay. Some resorts don't have a bracelet policy, which is more comfortable, but this has drawbacks. Security is more prone to stopping you and asking if you are a guest at the hotel when coming back from the beach or when entering exclusive areas reserved for VIP guests. This can easily be avoided by, you guessed it, having guests wear bracelets. Number 6. Not bringing singles for tipping. I know that tipping in all-inclusives is very controversial. However, there's no denying that people who tip will receive a better service. We understand that tipping is not usual in some cultures, but all-inclusive resorts being most prevalent in low-wage countries like the Dominican Republic, Mexico, Jamaica, the tipping culture is very much present. Not tipping will not result in inadequate service, but tipping will almost certainly result in more hands-on and faster service. Bars, pool waiting service, restaurant waiters, and your room's maid are areas where tipping will make your vacation more comfortable. Number 7. Ordering all your drinks in the pool bar. We know a minute spent dry at a resort is a minute wasted, and pool bars are just too convenient to ignore. But hear us out. We've noticed pool bar cocktails are not as good as those prepared in dry bars. Many all-inclusive veterans bring a tumbler and ask bartenders to fill it to reduce the number of trips to the bar. Taking this one step further, going to a dry bar close to the pool area and pouring your cocktail on your tumbler will result in better quality drinks than if you order them at the pool bar or from the pool waiters. As a bonus, you won't have to wait as long for your drink as these bars are usually less busy than the pool bar. Number 8. Not making dinner reservations. All-inclusive resorts have buffet restaurants and specialty a la carte restaurants. In some resorts, you must make reservations to dine at specialty restaurants. The sooner you make them, the better. Some hotels let you make your dinner reservations through their app or website before you check in. This is the best case scenario. You should take advantage of it if available. If this option is unavailable in the hotel you're visiting, ask where to make dinner reservations while checking in and head straight there after check-in. Even this will not guarantee you find spots available for your first night, but at least you can book for the following nights. If dinner reservations can only be made the day of, make sure you do so first thing in the morning. If no reservations are required, plan to wait for a table if you dine during peak hours. To better your chances of finding a table immediately, go to the restaurants before 7:15 or after 9 p.m. Number 9. Not packing the right shoes. Walking too much may not even cross your mind when you think of a lazy all-inclusive vacation. However, depending on the size of your resort, you may walk quite a bit during your stay. To avoid blisters, we recommend bringing two types of footwear, for example, flip-flops and Crocs. We know some of you will rather die than be caught wearing Crocs, but hear us out. When you feel tenderness between your toes after walking all day on flip-flops, you can switch to your Crocs, which have different contact points on your feet to avoid blisters between your toes. Slipper sandals are another great alternative to combine with flip-flops. Keep in mind that walking barefoot may not be a viable option, as the sun may make the floor too hot. For dinner, some specialty restaurants have dress codes that require closed-toe shoes. Pack comfortable ones, as you will likely walk around the resort after dinner, and maybe even go dancing, and uncomfortable shoes will ruin your night. Number 10. Not reserving your lounge chair by the pool. We've said in past videos how we hate it when people put their towels on pool lounge chairs early in the morning, reserving them sometimes for hours before they use them. However, we've been forced to embrace the famous saying, if you can beat them, join them. In the last resorts we visited, we opted to play the lounge chair reserving game as everyone does it, and it's the only way to grab one before they're all gone. For this, your only option is to wake up early and put your towels or belongings on top of a lounge chair before the pool opens. You can then have breakfast, return to the pool, and enjoy your lounge chairs. However, we refuse to hog them all day without using them. Don't reserve lounge chairs if you're not using the pool right after breakfast. Should you leave the pool to do another activity, take your belongings with you so someone else can use the lounge chairs. Don't be selfish. Share. These towel clips are a great tool for reserving in your lounge chair. They prevent your towel from flying away or being yanked away. Number 11. Not doing your research. Don't take choosing your resort lightly. Proper due diligence will save you from a disappointing vacation. Some all-inclusives are huge and moving around can be difficult. If you have any physical limitations, this can be challenging. Some are tiny and therefore have limited amenities. Staying here can become boring after a few days. Some cater to a young party-loving crowd, and people looking for a relaxing atmosphere can be annoyed. The opposite is also true. People looking for a party vibe can see a calm resort as dull. Read reviews from different sources. Read the bad reviews to see if a common thing emerges and if it's a deal breaker. Filter reviews by recency to gauge what recent guests think. Watch YouTube reviews from trusted content creators, and most importantly, beware of fake positive reviews. When reading good reviews, scan for mentions of specific employees by name. If it has them, it is likely a compelled review. Staff members in some resorts pressure guests to leave positive reviews. They will approach you charmingly and ask you to write a positive online review. They can be very insistent, and many people cave to their pressure. They do this so you include their names in your review, and they get bonuses when management sees they've been singled out. Number 12. Not giving the hotel a chance to make things right. Things can go wrong during your stay. Taking to social media to blast the hotel into solving an issue may be tempting, but bringing this to the attention of the hotel staff with a good attitude will bear more fruit. Remember, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. We once had a stinky mattress in a high-end resort, and after bringing it to the staff's attention, we had a new mattress and new bedding in our room within the hour. Number 13. Leaving your valuables out in the open in your room. Please remember that hotel staff may enter your room while you're not there. The maid needs to service the room, the minibar needs to be refilled, and even maintenance can go into your room without prior notice. While having items taken from your room is rare, we all know it happens, so we need to do everything we can to avoid it happening to us. Don't leave valuables like money, jewelry, expensive items like sunglasses, AirPods, or essential documents like IDs and passports. We are so cautious that we don't even use the room's safe. The way we see it, someone in the hotel knows how to open the safe without the combination we set. Think of the countless times guests forget the combination and someone from maintenance opens it with a master code or key. We travel with a portable safe bag we bought from Amazon. We'll put the link in the description, or if you scan the QR code on the screen. We make a small commission if you buy it using this link. Number 14. Not taking sun exposure seriously. If we had $1 for every sunburned person we've seen at a resort, we'd had enough money to buy a 2014 RAV4 SUV. We don't know if it's because of drinking, but many people neglect to apply sunscreen and reapply it throughout the day. We've seen people as red as shrimps. Putting aside the health implications, this cannot be comfortable. As you know, sunburns make it harder to sleep as you feel hot at night and can be very painful to the point of needing to visit the hotel clinic, which you know by now to avoid when possible. Number 15. Not asking for premium alcohol. Cheaper resorts prepare cocktails using generic, branded, or local alcohol, while more expensive resorts use internationally recognized premium brands. However, if you don't specify a particular brand you like your cocktail to be prepared with, the bartender might default to generic and local brands. This is due to cost-cutting training but can easily be worked around by simply stating your preferred brand. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to our channel and help us reach the milestone of 10,000 subscribers.